Higgs boson,
चंद्रशेखर लिमिट,
string theory,
न्यूट्रिनोस,
quantum entanglement.
कुछ समझा क्या?
Ever felt bored and confused while reading lengthy physics textbooks or articles?
Yeah, on God, bro.
I'm Arnav,
And I'm Pratham.
and welcome to Quark Talk, where we decode all the complexities and simplify these intricate concepts in physics.
They may have seemed too complex to understand until now.
Today we are diving headfirst into the wild world of fully autonomous vehicles. Yeah, the cars that drive themselves while you sit back, relax, and maybe question your life choices.
We'll unpack the tech behind them, look at whether they're actually safe. Here's a spoiler. They might drive better than your dad who thinks he's in Fast and Furious. And we'll basically explore how they could reshape our cities, streets, and possibly our daily lives.
Yup, that's right. And a quick side note here, sidebar, is we haven't uploaded for the last month or so plus because we were in our mock exams, IB mock exams, grade 12, and we were working on that.
Yeah, and we're not going to upload in like the end of April to like third week of May scene also. Because,
So just the month of May, we'll upload in April.
because like we have board exams at that time, but we'll try to record some before so that you'll have something to listen to even when we're not there.
Yeah, fine. So once the stuff of sci-fi movies and fever dreams, autonomous vehicles are officially out of the lab and onto our roads right now, right? They are like in multiple countries. So they're racking up millions of miles, they're learning from every turn, stop and awkward merge. And pretty soon they might even handle a four-way stop without that awkward, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
That dance we all know, as in we don't know, we just sit in the car, we don't drive, but our parents know all too well.
Exactly. And to understand how we got here, let's rewind a bit. So, did you know that elevators used to have drivers like back in the 1940s?
Yeah, but like it was very like rare kind of thing, like expensive, and only the rich people used to have it.
Yeah, so basically like in the high rises of New York, like the Chrysler building and all in the 1940s, you wouldn't step into an elevator without someone operating it. Like the fact that there was an elevator is a big thing, but still.
yeah.
And people were totally freaked out by the idea of getting into a box that moved itself. Does it sound familiar?
Yeah, it's wild, right? Like today we hop into elevators without a second thought. We press a button, the doors close, and off we go. No operator needed. Like, and if there was an operator, we'd just think like, why is the operator even required right now? These elevators are already fully autonomous, kind of. So the shift from elevator operators to fully automated lifts is kind of like what's happening with self-driving cars. We're trying to at least learn to trust the tech. And hey, if a driverless elevator can take you 50 stories up without breaking a sweat, maybe a driverless car can handle a trip to the grocery store. Just maybe keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
And if elevators aren't your thing, think planes. Commercial aircraft practically fly themselves these days. Or we know autopilot, auto landing, auto everything.
So like pilots are useless or what? Like they're just being paid bucks for no reason?
No, their job is to quote unquote monitor the situation. So in case like the technology like fails or anything, we have like a human backup.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So those basically Cat 2 auto land system, that's what it's called. They can land a plane in heavy fog when the pilots can't even see the runway. Pretty amazing, right?
Wait, once again. So you're saying that we trust the technology to land a plane in fog. Then why don't you trust it to land it in no fog, in clear sunny skies? Then it would perform even better then.
But that's the whole point. Then the whole capitalism thing will go out, right? Why do we pay pilots so much then?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, so that whole system wouldn't be there, no.
Fine.
So,
What you're trying to say is, if we trust machines to fly through clouds at 35,000 feet, like planes, then why don't trust them on ground like the driverless vehicles, right? The cars. And at the end of the day, it's all about trust.
Yeah, these systems are learning to make decisions faster and sometimes smarter than us humans can. They don't get tired and they don't text while driving and they don't also get road rage.
Well, not yet anyway.
So, how do these robocars actually work? I'm glad you asked.
I didn't ask.
Let's pretend you asked, okay?
Okay.
So basically, companies like, you may have heard of this, Waymo, have packed them with sensors that would make Batman jealous, like LiDAR lasers scanning everything, radar tracking moving objects, and cameras capturing every angle of basically what the car can see.
Yeah.
So together, they create a 360-degree real-time view of the world around them. It's like having a superpower, minus the cape.
Yeah, exactly. These vehicles aren't just like driving just the car. They are seeing, they're thinking, they're learning, they're making calculations in ways we've never imagined, and they don't need coffee to stay alert.
Now let's talk some tech over here.
You mean you wanna geek out for a second?
Yeah, I want to know what makes these self-driving cars so next level. Like, why are people so hyped over here?
Okay, 2 words, my friend. Robot vision. As you said earlier, 360-degree view. It's LiDAR, light detection and ranging. So, as you said, it's like the car's personal superhero eyes. It shoots out invisible laser beams, invisible to the naked eye, obviously, and it won't give you like a tan or anything, like the beach. But it basically sends out those laser beams, measures how long it takes for them to bounce back, and it builds this insanely detailed 3D map of the world. It can spot things up to 300 meters away, and it basically sees better than we do. 360-degree vision, and it has a storage like capability to like log in that data, especially without any coffee again, bro.
So don't forget the 29 cameras strapped all over these things. It's like the car's got eyes at the back of its head and the sides and pretty much everywhere. They're capturing everything, nearby bikes, distant cars, rogue shopping carts, you name it. But the cool part is not just seeing, it's predicting. So the system can tell if that pedestrian might actually, suddenly jaywalk, or the car next to you is about to cut you off because someone texted them, "Where are you, bro?"
Fair enough. Exactly. So the car's brain is basically running a million or millions millions of simulations at once. It's like playing chess against the entire street. It's like a lot of calculations. And this is also linked to AI reinforcement learning and machine learning, because AI is being used to train these cars and models, and the better AI gets, the better these cars get, and you get a better overall ecosystem, like how Tesla is doing it, right?
Yeah.
So now if that guy moves left in the street in chess, then I have to move right if that, like, to avoid him, right? To not crash into a guy.
Correct.
Or if a kid is chasing a soccer ball and steps off the curve, you have to brake. And if the car messes up, then that's what software upgrades are for, I guess. Patch 2.0. Now with 20% more chance of not running into things, I guess.
Only after like
3 failures or 3 deaths or 10...
Yeah, exactly. My
or
point.
10 miscellaneous accidents.
So, speaking of not running into things, let's talk about some numbers here. So
some evidence, facts.
Yeah, facts, FAX. Back in 2019, Waymo released a study, and their autonomous cars drove over like 6.1 million miles around Phoenix without stopping for iced coffee once.
Why are we stuck on coffee, bro? We don't even have coffee.
That's true, though. But we just like talking about it, so it's
Yeah.
fine. They basically had only 18 accidents over these 6.1 million miles, and
But 18 is not zero, but still, 18 is not a lot.
bro, that's quite less than what.
That's not even 1% of humans.
Bro,
Yeah.
exactly. And if none of them were like serious, not one was sent. Not one did send anyone to the hospital.
Not bad. And here's the kicker. Out of those 18, there was 10 were like fine, like not serious. The 8 were more serious. Out of them, all 8 of them, humans were at fault.
So humans were doing something stupid, basically.
Yeah. So it was like, the humans driving other cars. So it wasn't like the Waymo's, it wasn't Waymo's, autonomous cars that were making the mistake. It was humans driving other cars. And it's kind of like almost Waymo's cars or any autonomous car needs like bumper stickers that say sharing the road cautiously.
Right? It's kind of nuts when you think about it, but human error causes around 94% of traffic accidents. That's basically all of them. And
Yeah, so you're basically saying 6% are autonomous and 94% are human error. So just remove the humans off the road, bro.
yeah, autonomous vehicles don't get distracted. They're not checking their hair in the rear view mirror or arguing over which song to put on the screen. Like, that's just it.
Or being on office calls all the time.
That's true.
So, if you want to talk experience, these cars make us look like rookies, like absolute amateurs. A regular driver might rack up 10,000 kilometers a year, maybe 20,000 kilometers a year.
At max.
And that'll be around 15,000 miles for every, if you want in miles. But Waymo's cars have logged in millions of miles and kilometers on real roads and another 20 billion miles in simulations. That's a billion with a B, like billion, okay? 10 raised to 9.
Yeah, they're running through many scenarios, and they group some of the craziest stuff that you can think of together.
Like, for example, a deer jumping out on the road. Don't crash into deers. But would be similar to a lion jumping out. Not like lions jump out on public roads. But you get the idea. For example, a unicyclist dressed as Batman would be counted as the same as a unicyclist dressed like the Joker. So all these possibilities.
Exactly.
And maybe a UFO landing in front of the car. Maybe not. But give them some time.
Well, you never know.
I mean, only Area 51 would know.
Yeah. Let's come back to the topic.
So they have a lot of experience, yeah.
Yeah. And if they had a motto, it'd be something like, we've seen it all, so you don't have to.
Or driven more miles than all of your great grandfather's tractors combined with air conditioning.
Beyond impressive tech and safety statistics, what really excites me is the broader societal impact. Like, this might get a little boring, just bear with us. Picture a world where transportation is accessible to everyone. Seniors, people with disabilities, and those who've been limited by traditional driving.
An egalitarian society.
Just don't.
So absolutely, that's what you're saying is right. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to democratize mobility, like make it fair for everyone.
Yeah.
And by removing the need for a human driver, you're increasing that equality, and these systems empower individuals who might otherwise feel sidelined. So this is coming out to psychology, but you get the idea, right? It's all about enhancing the quality of life while streamlining our daily commutes. And it helps everyone. It's not only about the quality of life. It's about the time taken to commute, and it's about the stress relief as well.
Yeah, and there's also a significant economic and environmental upside. Today's vehicles often sit idle for over 95% of the time.
Yeah, you're not driving your whole life, right? Exactly. You're just driving to and from, and then you're parking it.
Yeah, and with autonomous fleets, we could see fewer and fewer cars on the road, less congestion, and possibly a reduction in overall carbon emissions as well.
Yeah, because most of these new ones are coming out electric. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Tesla and many others, bro. So we can also think about urban design, okay? So parking lots might become relics of the past because you're not parking your car anymore. They're just cars moving around the road all the time. And it makes way for green spaces, parks, community hubs, and literally anything else that's more environmentally friendly. It's not just a change in transportation, it's a chance to reimagine our cities entirely. Like, it might be a reality someday, but a joke right now, that the most challenging part of your commute might be deciding which new park to relax in.
Of course, the idea of driving in a car with no human driver isn't immediately comforting to everyone, right? I mean, if your car started driving itself before you finished your morning routine, you'd be wondering if it knew something you didn't.
Yeah, all the Tesla haters out there, they're like, no, we don't want a self-driving car. It's all not safe at all and all whatever. But yeah, so that initial discomfort where you're sitting in a driverless car for the first time is completely natural, okay? It's like realizing your smartphone autocorrect isn't always your best friend. Like that, actually it was never the best friend. But yeah, so what's important is building trust on hard evidence, okay? Facts, okay? And as we've seen, the safety records and ongoing improvements in these systems make a strong case for their reliability. And we agree, they're not perfect, but they're slowly getting there.
And getting there, like, with good progress.
Yeah.
Because some studies suggest that about 74% of human drivers believe that they're above average.
That's like fascinating. It's funny and fascinating.
Yeah, that's like claiming you're a top tier driver while still having your turn signals on standby. Like, the data, however, shows that human error is still the number one culprit on our road. So if
94 you said, yeah.
If this thing can improve that, then why not?
Yeah, like vastly, bro. 95% is not, like 94 is not a small this thing. It's not even the majority. It's like basically everything.
Exactly.
So, with millions of miles of experience under their belts, autonomous systems are continuously refined, as I said, to be safer and more reliable. And then we as in, I'm talking about the human society as a whole, sometimes are. So,
Monkeys, apes, whatever.
Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
So, and while no technology is perfect, as we said, but they're not perfect, but watching these systems improve is like following a software update that actually makes your phone faster instead of just changing its wallpaper, bro. Like every phone right now. Or like Apple's planned obsolescence.
Customizing the home screen. Oh, I can put this app wherever I want. Like, shouldn't
Oh
I?
wow, that's such a big deal,
Bro,
right? Yeah.
That raises a debate about like free will. Like, Apple was chaining us in the past, but
Yeah, not like I use Apple products.
same.
So, but you get the idea, right? Or like Apple's planned obsolescence where they're just purposely slowing down phones after updates. Like that's even crazier.
Real, bro.
Okay, so when will fully autonomous vehicles become a common sight on our roads? Do you know?
See, while opinions like vary a little,
They always vary a lot.
many experts predict that significant progress will be made within the next 5 years, especially in like urban areas where the benefits are crystal clear. So like,
You can't do it on Mumbai roads, basically.
no, there's no chance, bro.
Exactly.
They have to first fix the roads, then you can fix the mentality
People.
and the cars.
Yeah.
First fix the roads.
Yeah.
Shout out to BMC.
So the pace of innovation in this field is accelerating faster than your internet speed during peak hours. And every update and every additional mile or kilometer, whether real or simulated, brings us closer to a future where these vehicles are everywhere. And it even might be the day your car actually reminds you that it's in charge. And that's a plot twist, right? To your daily commute. It's like, bro, I'm in charge now. I'm gonna take you to work every day, and like, you don't have control, but it's safe.
Yeah. What's truly remarkable is how quickly these systems are maturing. Autonomous fleets are gathering data at a rate that makes any single driver's experience look like a leisurely Sunday drive, making them capable of handling a wide range of real-world situations.
Yeah, of course, challenges are still there. Regulatory hurdles, infrastructure upgrades, and the need for ongoing public education, they're all part of a mix, right?
Of course.
Because you're going to still have, after some point, some human drivers that they're going to just drive for the sake of it, because they like driving.
Yeah.
But there will be a majority of autonomous vehicles, right? So you have to do that public education, and you have to consider all these factors. And you have to consider the potential to reduce fatalities, improve accessibility, and even transform our urban spaces. So it's clear that the road ahead, that joke, that pun, is one well worth traveling.
Not bad. So we've covered a lot today, from the nuts and bolts of sensor technology to the transformative and like potential power of autonomous vehicles on our roads.
And we should also, we've not spoken about it in this episode, but we will speak about the science behind LiDAR and like how it works exactly. We'll do that in another one.
LiDAR and sonar.
Yeah.
The basic principle is the same one. Yeah.
So one usual like query you can say is, can a machine really make split-second decisions in unpredictable scenarios?
Yeah, so basically one of the scenarios considered here was if the car, if like two bikes were blocking the car's road.
Yeah, okay.
One of the bikers was wearing a helmet and the other was not. Which one would the car actually hit?
Would the car actually hit the biker with the helmet? And because he has he's wearing the helmet, he's more likely to not get injured, so he'll be safer.
Yeah, so this is basically like an ethic question that we're not going to spend a lot of time debating upon because there's no correct answer.
So you either hit the biker with the helmet and you're punishing him for wearing the helmet, or you're hitting the biker without any helmet and you're punishing him for not wearing a helmet on that day. Maybe that's the first day of his life he's not wearing a helmet, but you're punishing him for not wearing that helmet, and you might injure him even more than the helmet guy and possibly kill him. So basically you're saying statistically, if you don't have a helmet, if the car picks the guy with the helmet to injure him less, not wearing a helmet might be safer than wearing a helmet.
See, this is why context is important. everywhere, even in the sciences.
Yeah, and psychology.
I said no everywhere.
So, it's a question that concerns ethical challenges. How does a system decide in complex, potentially always life-threatening situations? And these are important questions, but nearly 99% of accidents stem from predictable human errors.
Yeah, so why in the world were both of those drivers, like those motorcycle riders, trying to block the...
So both of them were going in the opposite direction, right? Exactly. Or they're stopped in the middle of the road. That's a hypothetical, very rare scenario.
Yeah.
So those human errors like distraction on your phone while watching reels or speeding, that's a mistake. Like that's not something you should do. And autonomous systems are designed to eliminate those everyday risks, like completely. They just make it zero because they just won't speed. It's hard coded into the systems.
Yeah, and we know that it's a challenge to balance our gut feelings with hard statistics. But as more people experience these vehicles firsthand and the data continues to support their safety, public perception is likely to shift. Much like how a well-timed software pitch can fix more than just your operating...
Patch, you mean patch. A well-timed software patch.
Arey,
can fix more than just your operating system. It can fix your mood, bro. It'll make the phone feel like a new phone altogether, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that the emergence of fully autonomous vehicles isn't just a technological upgrade, it's basically an entire paradigm shift.
Oh my god.
So they promise safer roads, more efficient transportation, and a chance to reimagine our urban landscapes. Like literally green, everywhere green. You can have everything green, and you can have autonomous cars that are of any shape or size. Like it doesn't really matter. You just have to have a LiDAR sensor at the top and some cameras around it.
So like what? Egg-shaped cars?
You can get creative, yeah, sure.
So we're on the threshold of a new era in what we like to call basically autonomous mobility.
Yeah.
Every mile, whether on the road or in simulation, teaches these systems how to be faster, more consistent, and ultimately more reliable than the average driver. And who knows, one day your car might just even crack a perfectly timed joke, not just during rush hour.
Or one day your car might just do some drifts like Fast and Furious and you don't have to do anything.
The potential benefits of this are staggering. From reducing traffic fatalities to empowering those with limited mobility.
Oh yeah, with autonomous cars, you can literally have people with wheelchairs just go anywhere. Now they have freedom.
Independence. That's the single most important thing.
Yeah.
So autonomous vehicles could basically like reshape our lives in ways we're only beginning to comprehend.
And to add to that wheelchair thing, even blind people or deaf people or people with no hands, but they have legs, they can still completely, without any problem, just go in an autonomous vehicle and go about their day.
Yeah.
So until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and embrace the future.
Yeah, stay safe out there. And remember, sometimes the best co-pilot is a well-tuned algorithm.